Okay, so now here is our things to ponder week 8. All right. All right. So Venus is in the heart of the sun. She is at the heart of the matter. So when we were looking at things from this point, in what way could you increase your self-confidence to reflect who you really are? Right? This 8-week journey from here, like up to this point, man, we've been really confronting some stuff within us. The universe has been challenging us, and we are really looking and smelling our own shit. All right. So again, what ways can you increase your self-confidence to reflect who you really are? In what ways have you been not authentic in your delivery of your person? Basically, I'm sure that you are all aware of those ways. And so now from here on, you've reached a turning point. What can you do differently? All right. And from that turning point, are you being more authentic? I mean, I know we haven't reached it yet, but we've still had 8 weeks of this journey. Are you being more authentic? That one's self-explanatory. Okay. Now, at the beginning, I asked, what does a good relationship look like? And now we are at the midpoint. I'm asking you again, have you redefined what a good relationship looks like? All right. All of this self-responsibility, self-assessment, reviewing life choices, deciding what you will and won't accept in life anymore, unknotting patterns of behavior that were given to you by your parents or by your caregivers. And I mean, we have a language that can assist us in talking about our needs, wants, and feelings. The previous generations haven't had that experience. They just did what was done to them, not knowing how dysfunctional it was or how damaging it was. At this time, have you untied some knots or made some realizations about your own patterns and behaviors? Okay, so that one came out of what does a good relationship look like? I suppose, it's Libra. Have your ideas on partnerships and relationships changed at all in the last 8 weeks? We've got a lot of growing to do in the next 8 weeks as well. Okay. So have you found the core issue if relationships have been your focus at this time? I mean, this is just for you to answer to yourself. I've told you multiple times, I don't necessarily need your answers. I am open if you would like to converse, but this is a thought experiment. This is your own self-realization journey. So hopefully, those core issues have been discovered by this time. Okay. Have you found a way to assert your authority where it matters? All right. We can easily assert authority over people that are less than us, or over our kids, or over, over our subordinates, or, are you asserting authority where it matters? Are you standing up to bosses? Are you standing up to partners? I don't know, insert example here. Are you standing up where it matters? Okay. Okay. Sort of the same is, have you found the courage you needed to address important issues? A courageous step is just, oh my God, it doesn't have to be much. It can be one thing a day that adds up to a big experience. Like we are 7 sevens are 49. So we're 56 days in now. Imagine if you just spoke up one tiny bit each day. You are 56 days down the track already, and if this is just the turning point where you have made the realization that changes can be small yet significant, you've still got another 56 days ahead of you to work on yourself and still develop the realizations that you are having now. Okay. All right. Next, have you been celebrating yourself more? And I should have also put in there, the next one is, are you being kinder in all areas of your own existence? But I also want to put in things like, have your self-care routines changed? Are you looking after yourself better? Are you eating better, sleeping better, doing all of the Taurian self-care principles? Venus loves a good self-care session in whatever that looks like for you. There is no judgment. What does self-care look like for you, and are you doing it more now? Okay. And I know I've said this, brought this one up a couple of times, but the Sun Saturn one that we had last Sunday, give yourself the credit. You're doing a really, this self-work is challenging, and not everybody does it. Not everyone can put their hand up to do the self-exploration that you are doing. So celebrate yourself more just because you turn up, just because you're making the self-inquiry, and that is so important. All right. So yeah, and then like I said, are you being kinder to yourself? So, I suppose the kinder to yourself one for me came from the negative inner critic that I've been talking of, the Mercury Mars in Virgo, just paying attention to that inner narrative and addressing it kindly. You can't fight fire with fire. You can't go fuck off bitch to your negative inner critic, because she's just going to be like, yeah, give it to me, baby. It's all about, the cuddles and the hugs and the giving giving the appropriate age of your inner whatever the attention that it needs. So yeah, one last look at this woman. Yay. All right. So that is the end of things to ponder for this week. Stop share and stop